Hey, what's up, Broncos country? Welcome to Denver Broncos Syndicate late night edition, coming at you with an in-car video. And I wanted to talk about JL Skinner and how the 6th round rookie safety figures to fit in with this Denver Broncos defense. Now, JL Skinner is a guy who is coming off of an injury. He suffered a torn pectoral muscle during off-season training activities, and therefore he is expected to potentially be sidelined throughout off-season training activities for the Broncos, as well as throughout potentially training camp and into the preseason. But it is expected by at least the midway point of the regular season, JL Skinner should be on the field in some capacity during his rookie season. Now, the question becomes, what capacity is that going to be? Now, JL Skinner is a guy who I feel like really could be a dynamic playmaking threat for this Denver Broncos defense, but it may take him some time to see the field. Justin Simmons and Kareem Jackson, of course, are penciled in to be the starting safeties in our base nickel defense, because nowadays in the NFL, nickel really is the base defense. But in terms of how JL Skinner could maybe find his way onto the field, I could definitely see him maybe coming on in dime packages or 6 defensive backs. We currently have K1 Williams, who's set to be our starting nickel, but I could easily see JL Skinner becoming our dime backer. He's a guy who could line up in the slot alongside K1 Williams, and given the fact that Skinner has nice size at 6'4" and is hard hitting, he could be a really good blitzing player off the edge, much like K1 Williams. So that's a role where JL Skinner could very easily see the field in his rookie season. I could see him being sort of a hybrid player. He'd be on the field mostly down near the line of scrimmage, and he said during his rookie minicamp press conference that he can play both on the line of scrimmage and in the deep field back in coverage. So he's a hybrid player who could be really versatile in this defense. Despite the Broncos bringing back Vance Joseph to run the defense, head coach Sean Payton has alluded to the fact that they're not going to really try to change too much from what they did really well last year under defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero. The Broncos ran a lot of dime packages on defense, and you have to imagine that it'll be the same thing under Vance Joseph. Although that's not necessarily VJ's calling card, you have to stick with what worked well under this personnel here in Denver, and that's really what did work well, was dime packages. Here's hoping that Vance Joseph will find creative ways to use JL Skinner in his rookie season, because despite his injury concerns, I really feel like he's a talented player and probably would have gotten drafted a lot higher had he not torn his pec this offseason. Skinner may be a player who may be more in the future plans for the Denver Broncos, but again, man, I do feel like there are ways that he could see the field as a rookie. So I'm curious, Broncos country, what do you feel like is the outlook for JL Skinner in his rookie season? Do you feel like he should be little more than a special teams player? Because we still have guys such as PJ Locke and Delarian Turner-Yell on this roster as well. So there is competition there for JL Skinner, but at the same time, he really is a talented player, and he's someone that the Broncos like a lot. So how do you feel like he's going to be utilized this year, Broncos country? Drop those comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are 2 free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out to fellow members of Broncos country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.